everybody. It's Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News, and I'm with Megan Howse, who's the Senior Vice President of Marketing at iQmetrix. Megan, thank you for joining me again.
Thanks for having me back, Doug. It's great to be here.
So this is our fourth of a four-part series on SummitX, and iQmetrix doing the new SummitX. It's a show that we've had. It's come back. It's bigger and better than ever. And in this final part of our podcast series, we're going to be talking about 5 industry megatrends and what else is coming that the industry needs to address. But before we dive into that, Megan, what is iQmetrix?
iQmetrix is a leading provider of interconnected commerce solutions for North America. So we provide SaaS solutions and services to carriers, authorized retailers, OEMs, you name it, throughout the industry in North America.
And what is SummitX?
So SummitX is our returned event. So for many years, we had the iQmetrix Summit. We took a pause for a few years and had the industry absolutely begging us to bring back our well-known event. So this year we are doing so, but as you said, in an even bigger and better way, much evolved, and therefore the SummitX. So we're going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona at the beautiful Camelback Inn, October 27th through 29th.
And there's a lot here. There's outstanding keynoters. There's an incredible venue. And it's a very participatory show. There's a lot of engagement. But today we're going to be talking about something that's going to be impactful to, I think, everybody that's attending. You guys are going to be looking at the event on the big megatrends. So what are they?
Yeah, so every year we do our telecom industry address, and in advance of that, we're digging into really understanding what the megatrends are in the industry, doing research across to identify those trends. So subject to change, but this is what we predict the focus to be this year. So the first one is AI transforming the telecom industry. I don't know that this will come as a surprise to many. AI has definitely been a big theme lately, and many are saying it's the biggest transformation we've seen since the internet. While that's debatable, I definitely think without a doubt it's going to have an impact on the telecom industry and the retail space. So we've been digging in and understanding how carriers and retailers, folks like Verizon and TELUS, are investing in AI and what the results of that are. We're seeing a strong consumer adoption of AI, in fact, even more so than eSIM technology, which is really neat to see. So we'll be sharing some more information on that trend. And then next we have physical wireless stores are still the consumer choice. So 50% of wireless consumers actually still prefer to shop in store. And I think that kind of speaks to the complexity of the purchase of a new device and how folks really want that guidance through the different options, whether it's multiple different carriers you're looking at, different rate plans within a single carrier, the device, the specs itself, but then making sure you have the right accessories to protect it too, which is unlike a lot of other industries. In most retail spaces, we're seeing, only about 40% of shoppers preferring to shop in store and moving to online instead. So I think that there's ways that we can improve that online to in-store experience within the industry, but we also want to meet customers where they are. And right now that's seemingly in store.
If I may, as an observer of all this, I can see that. It's something that it's going to be in my pocket. It's going to be in my hand. I'm going to be looking at it. I want to know what the feel of it is and what the screen feels like and looks like. I kind of want to be there when I buy it.
I'm the same way. A lot of people on the marketing team disagree. They tend to purchase online, but I'm the same way. I want to go in store and see the latest device for sure.
And then there's another trend.
Yeah, so the third trend is the rise of licensed IoT. So licensed IoT is often called connected devices. So these are non-phone devices such as watches, security cameras, or even dog collars that have a cellular connection. And so we internally monitor the subscription data quarterly as carriers release their report, and we're definitely seeing an increase in licensed IoT, but there are particular carriers that are really doing quite well at this side of things too, so we'll be sharing some trends along that line.
So this is huge. This one here, the cycle is actually slowing?
Yes. So what we're seeing is that as phones have become more expensive, we tend to hang on to them a lot longer. So therefore, our upgrade cycles are longer. And I think there are some economic issues at play here too, in terms of the device sales slowing. That's where seeing the rise of licensed IoT can hopefully counteract some of that, but definitely longer device sales. So we'll be leaning into how can folks increase their sales, customer communications, customer lifecycle management to combat this trend as well.
I thought this was interesting that prepaid wireless is growing.
Yeah, so there are some interesting dynamics happening and shifting on the daily, I would say, with prepaid. So some people predict that prepaid will actually eventually outgrow postpaid. I think that's still to be determined. So we definitely are seeing, carriers like Verizon last year launched their then Total by Verizon prepaid channel. They've since rebranded it to Total Wireless, and they've been pushing a lot of marketing dollars and spend towards growing that brand. And then I think, again, when I mentioned earlier, there's some economic issues at play. I think people are more and more open to those prepaid options as a more economic option as well. So whether it's growing in terms of retail stores or growing in subscriptions, we'll share more data at the event.
Well, I can't wait. I'm going to be coming to the event. This is my first time at SummitX. Tell us a little bit about the venue, and it's really outstanding.
Yeah, so we'll be at the 5-star JW Marriott Scottsdale Camelback Inn Resort and Spa, and it truly is such a beautiful space. They did a ton of renovations recently, so the event space itself is beautiful, as are the casitas, and just all of the different aspects that we'll be using throughout the event venue in terms of receptions in the North Garden, and we even have a Monday night party up on the side of Mummy Mountain, which sits right behind the Camelback. So beautiful space, and if you choose to spend some extra time there, they do have a lovely spa and pool area as well.
Do I need to be an iQmetrix customer?
No, not at all. I would say SummitX is for anyone in the telecom industry, particularly those focused on the retail side or adjacent to the retail side. So all telecom professionals are certainly welcome.
Megan, I want to thank you for this outstanding work here on this 4-part series. I'm really looking forward to seeing you very soon at this event.
Thanks, Doug. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to having you there.